Hello and welcome to Spark Freedom. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dominic Travaglino, and I converted my 2016 Chevy Spark into a car camper with like a bed and a cooler and all sorts of stuff in order for me to stay in here long term. In the last episode, I went to Canyonlands, which is right over there in Utah, and now I'm going to Arches, which is right down the road. So it's literally, I think, right that way. I'm basically all ready to go, so let's head on over to Arches, and I think they might do like a couple hikes over there and check it out. I've been to Arches before, but it has been a very long time, so the only thing that I really remember is like what the arch looked like, but other than that, I remember a tiny bit of hiking. So it's going to be basically all new to me because that was many years ago. So I guess I'm going to start driving, and I will see you all at Arches. Alright, I have made it within the entrance of Arches National Park, and I've got a map to look at what arches we're going to head to. I think I'm going to start with Double Arch because it's not too far from the entrance, and maybe if I find them interesting I'll stop at like a viewpoint or something along the way, and then of course eventually I am going to have to go to Delicate Arch. I mean, that is the main arch that is on all the pictures and everything, so of course you have to see that one while you're here. That's just like the main thing. So I'm gonna start driving. I've got a lot of switchbacks that I've got to go up. You drive up that mountain up there. So I will see you either at a viewpoint if I decide to stop at them, or Double Arch. Okay, so I did decide to stop at one of the viewpoints on the way, and look at this view. See the mountains in the background, and then petrified dunes over there. I can even see an arch from here. I don't think you can see it on the video, but it's way back there, right about here. I'll try to zoom in on it, but you probably still won't be able to see it. Okay, I'm getting close to Double Arch, and there's a little arch. You can't really see it from here that well because it is facing sideways into the rock right there. And then I saw another one coming up over here. Oh, there it is, right on the other side of that spire. I think I'll get a better view of it as I come over this hill. Oh, I just saw a glimpse of it for a second there. I think I'm gonna see it here in just a moment though. Right on the other side of this. Oh, there, my goodness, there's a few arches here. There's one there, there's one right in front of me there. Wow. This is, and then there's one also right there, which kind of is weird because it's not like a full arch, but I can see light coming in through the top. So I think it's an arch, but it like points down instead of straight through. See if I can find parking in here. Okay, I managed to find parking. You can see one of the arches right there. So that is the windows arch, I guess, or windows arches. It's the two over there. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, this one's the north window. And then the one back there, I think, is the south window. So, and I'm also in the same parking lot that has the trail to Double Arch. So I'm gonna check out these ones first, and then we will walk over to Double Arch, which is right that way. So this one, I can already tell that the view is gonna be absolutely fantastic when we get up there. If I should be able to see back to the viewpoint. So let's go check those out. Okay, so I'm walking up on the north window arch, and that one, which is, we're parallel to it right now so you can't see it, that one I don't believe is actually the south one. That is called Turret Arch, which you should be able to see when I get up to this one. The south one is on the other side. I'm gonna do this whole loop, I think, because there's like a good 4 arches on this loop, and then, oh, I didn't even notice that one right there. Oh, we're gonna have to check that one out later. There's another arch right there. I think that might actually be double arch because I can see all the way through, but we will get to that one. There's just way too many things to see. I'm gonna have to take this one at a time, otherwise I'm gonna get confused and end up backtracking and stuff. So let's go see the view in the north window, and then we will continue on from there. Okay, I'm just walking up on the north window arch, and then you can kind of see right there, there's turret arch. And somewhere back there is the viewpoint I was at, but here's the view. You see a little arch there. Definitely one or two there. That might be double arch. And then here's the like half arch kind of thing that like points up. You can kind of see the light coming through the top there. And then there's another one there. So it's just everywhere you look. This looks a lot like Wilson Arch from the last video, but a lot easier to get to. If you haven't seen that one, definitely go check out my last video, the Canyon Lines episode. That one was really cool and a lot of fun to make. Something so cool to look at about arches, especially when you can see the sun through them. That was the north window arch. Now let's go check out the south one. I think it's on the other side of this rock. And there's turret arch. These are so close together, it's crazy. You're just driving and there's nothing, and then get into like this one spot and there's just like 7 arches right here. Oh, there's the north one, and I can already see the south one, and the south one looks just as big, if not bigger, than the north arch. Crazy. I can fit both arches in like one frame. That's how close they are together. This one is definitely a lot bigger than the north arch was, which is right on the other side of that wall. But so crazy. I'm struggling to even cope with the like scale of how massive that arch is. I think if I go this way, I might be able to see it from the other side too, and maybe even see both of them at the same time again, which would be really cool. I think there's more arches this way. I'll have to check. Alrighty, y'all ready for this? I'm on the back side now of the arches, and there's the north one and the south one. Such a cool view here, just from one to the other. And I'm a little bit more past it now. You can get a better view of the arches, but I mean, this is fantastic, and there's minimal clouds in the sky. It's a beautiful 70-degree day. Couldn't have asked for better weather. I'm gonna continue around this little trail. Now, a lot of people walk in this trail. This is the primitive trail that goes all the way around the arches from the other side. Makes a little loop back to the parking lot. But I mean, it's definitely worth it. I mean, it's also really short. Like, it's just a really short walk to the other side of the arches, and you get an amazing view of both of them at the same time. Alright, I've made it back. See, it was a one big loop because now I'm coming back to the parking lot right there from this angle instead of going that way. But I'm gonna get back to the parking lot, and then from there I'm going to head over to Double Arch right across the street. So there's the first of the double arches right there, and you can kind of see through the second one. It already looks awesome. This is probably going to look even cooler when I'm really up close to it though. There is the double arch. It's hard to grasp the shape of it, but I guess this first arch just leads into this open area, and then the second one goes that way. I'm definitely gonna have to climb up there and see the view from top of the second one though, so let's get up there. I managed to make it up into the corner of this arch right here. It's an amazing view right here. Goodness, this is just, I'm struggling to put into words how stunning this view is. And I can't stop looking up at the two arches right there. I'm going to head back down. It's extremely windy, as I'm sure you can hear. And then head to Balancing Rock, which is somewhere over there. And then maybe go to Delicate Arch from there. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna go straight to Delicate Arch next, or if I'll find another spot along the way, but I will see you at the next stop. Okay, I've arrived at the next location, which is Balancing Rock. You can see it right there. I'm gonna hop out and show the view in just a second, but those arches were really cool, and I think after this I'm gonna go to Delicate Arch, which is obviously so big of a deal that you could probably just see right in front of me. This person has a Utah license plate, and it literally has Delicate Arch on it. So it's kind of one of the state's main things. If you look at most of their license plates and pictures, and even if you look up Utah, I'm sure it would come up with Delicate Arch instantaneously. So I'm gonna hop out and look at this, and then I will be heading to Delicate Arch next. I have made it to the Delicate Arch trailhead, so I have a 3-mile hike ahead of me, and then I will be able to get to the beautiful Delicate Arch. It's one of the few things that I remember from my last time here many years ago, so if it looks anything like how it did back then, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fantastic. You better be alright with heights to walk this part. I made it to Delicate Arch. And look at the mountains in the background with the arch in front of them. That's extremely picturesque. There is like no angle where this is not an amazing view. Absolutely stunning. I can see right there is the parking lot where my car's parked. I wonder if you can see the arch from there, because I didn't really see it I'll have to look when I get back down there.
Can you get it, Val?
Here I am, under the arch. Gives this fantastic view. Okay, I'm gonna head back down. There's the arch. And I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do next. I'm not exactly sure, but I will look at my map when I get back to the car. I have made it back to my car. The arch is way up there. I can kind of see it, but it's also parallel to me right now, so it just kind of looks like a rock standing up from here. But it is almost 7 o'clock, so it's gonna be getting dark here in about an hour. I'm going to look at a couple more arches before we leave. I think the one that I'm going to is called Sandstone Arch, let me see. Sand Dune Arch, that's what it is. So that one's a pretty easy one to get to. I don't think I've seen it before, so I'm just gonna head on that way and then maybe go see a couple arches after that. Okay, I've made it to the parking lot of Sand Dune Arch. Just past the fiery furnace, which is a little bit down the road, or at least the parking lot for it. And then see the sun's starting to get a little lower. It's like right there. So I've got some time. Oh, I can see another arch over there. I'm gonna show you that in a second. But I don't have a lot of time, sadly, to do like a bigger hike or something. I'd like to see like Broken Arch, but that is a good 1.5 mile hike. I mean, I could do it. It would just be kind of getting dark by the time I get back. So seeing 1 or 2 arches here should suffice just fine. And it's really nice out now. It's getting cooler outside, so. So you can kind of see it right there. I'll take a zoomed in shot because I think I can already see it a little bit on the camera. The arch that's way over there, but that's not Sand Dune Arch. I think that one, Sand Dune Arch, is like right on the other side of this. This reminds me straight out of, if you've ever seen the movie Maze Runner. Between the maze walls. They're super tall. That's a good, like 60 feet up. And they just go on, it looks like forever. Found it. It's hidden between all these red rocks back here. I think this is it anyway. Seemed a little bit underwhelming when I walked up to it. It's just like, oh, here it is. I don't know. Wow. This one's definitely one of the smaller arches back in here. But it's really cool how it's hidden between all of these other rock walls. There's absolutely no way to see it other than like somewhere over here. Okay, I can't really spend much time if I want to see 1 or 2 more arches here because it is going to get dark pretty soon, but this was just a nice little 3-minute walk back in here. I can hear my voice echoing off the canyon walls, but I'm going to head back to the car here in a second and then figure out which of the arches I'm going to go to next. Hopefully another one that's really easy to get to. Alright, I have arrived at my next arch. This one is Skyline Arch. It's right on the other side of this rock here. I saw it as I was driving up, but you can't exactly see it from the parking lot, but it looked really cool. This one's definitely a bigger arch, so let's go check it out. It's a very short walk. I think it was 4/10 of a mile, something like that. Very small. It's also nice and cool out now that the sun is disappearing behind the clouds and stuff over there. So I can definitely see why they call this one Skyline Arch. It's just red rock, arch right in the middle. And it's so nice looking with the little bit of cloud and sun setting over there. It just looks absolutely beautiful. This one's definitely super picturesque. I mean, all of them have been, of course. They're arches, they just look fantastic for some reason, but just looking up to this one and through it and seeing the sky on the other side, it's just amazing. Definitely gonna be taking a lot of pictures here. Okay, and that was Skyline Arch. It's actually a really nice arch. I like this one a lot, but it is, as you can tell, starting to get dark out. So I think that'll be my last arch for the day. But before I go and before it gets too dark, I have a sticker to add to the board that I got at the Welcome Center. So let's go put that on the board. Okay, I'm back at my car. As you can see, the sun is getting pretty low. So I have the board here. Here's all my stickers so far. This was the last episode. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. Had a lot of fun in Canyonlands. Let me grab the new sticker real quick, and then I will put it on the board. All right, here's the new sticker. It's a little bit smaller than some of the other ones, but I thought it looked really cool. It looks just like a bunch of the pictures I took today of Fragile Arch. Or Delicate Arch, I should say, not Fragile. Let me see, where should I put this one? I think I'll put this one right here. I think that's where I want to have this one. Right there. And it actually had a little middle piece you can take out, so I took it out and shows the board a little bit through there. But there we go. That is another sticker added to my board. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to end the episode here before it gets too dark out. I had a lot of fun today. I love Arches. It's such a beautiful park. You can go to any part of it and you'll get a stunning view. In the next episode, the plan for, at least for now, is to go to, what was it called? Something like Goblin State Park, I think it was, which I don't really know anything about. That's one that my mom has been really wanting me to go to, I guess, on this trip. Supposedly it's really cool. I have not been there at all, and I'm kind of on purpose not looking at any pictures of it just to be surprised and to be on the same page as you when we go and see it. So that will be the next episode. For now, please like and subscribe, and I will see you then.